70% of Canadians say they will start looking for ways to avoid buying U.S.-made goods in a threat to ratchet up a trade dispute between Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and U.S. President Donald Trump, an Ipsos poll showed on Friday. The poll also found a majority of Americans and Canadians are united in support of Trudeau and opposition to Trump in their country's standoff over the renegotiation of the 1994 North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA. Amid the spat, Trump pulled out of a joint communiqué with 6 other countries last weekend during a Quebec summit meeting of the Group of 7 rich nations and called Trudeau very dishonest and weak. Trump was reacting to Trudeau's having called U.S. steel and aluminum tariffs insulting to Canada. Trudeau has said little about the matter since the Trump Twitter assault. Despite the tensions, 85% of Canadians and 72% of Americans said they support being in NAFTA, and 44% of respondents in both countries said renegotiation of the deal would be a good thing for their country. While the poll showed support for a boycott of U.S. goods in Canada, pulling it off could be difficult in a country that reveres U.S. popular culture and consumer goods over all others. Canada is the largest market for U.S. goods. Trudeau over Trump. The poll showed 72% of Canadians and 57% of Americans approved of the way Trudeau had handled the situation, while 14% of Canadians and 37% of Americans approved of Trump's behavior. More than 8 in 10 Canadians and 7 in 10 Americans worry the situation has damaged bilateral relations. Canada has vowed to retaliate against U.S. tariffs on steel and aluminum, with tariffs against a range of U.S. goods, a move supported by 79% of Canadians, according to the poll. By contrast, Americans opposed escalating the situation. 31% of Americans said they favored even stronger tariffs, and 61% said other elected U.S. officials should denounce Trump's statements. Canadian respondents also signaled approval of the United Front their politicians have shown, with 88% saying they welcomed the support of politicians from other parties for the Liberal government's decision to push back on tariffs. While Canadian consumers appeared ready to boycott U.S. goods, 57% of Canadians and 52% of Americans said Canada should not overreact to Trump's comments because it was just political posturing. The Ipsos poll of 1,001 Canadians and 1,005 Americans, including 368 Democrats, 305 Republicans and 202 Independents, was conducted June 13 to 14. It has a credibility interval of 3.4 percentage points. Reporting by Andrea Hopkins, editing by Howard Galler.